August 14th, 1920. Today was the same as the rest. Father was still sick, getting sicker. Joseph continued to be aloof and out of sight. And Eleanor still remained with me. This made me happy, of course. And I overheard Eleanor speaking with her father on the phone. He said that she would be staying with us, permanently. I didn't know why, but the result was spectacular. This would give me a chance to tell her how I really felt, how much I loved her. Later that day, though, I overheard another conversation, this time between Joseph and Eleanor. Joseph had the nerve to ask my girlfriend on another date. And when he said this, I felt my usual rage, but also a twinge of fear. There was this tone to his voice, this unexpected confidence. What was he planning? What did he know?
Today was the potential to give me the most information out of the whole case. August 14th, 1928. The journal belonged to Joseph Farwell's brother, Dimitri. According to the entries, there was a girl that they both pursued, and that girl was Eleanor. I'm hoping to speak with her today and get the inside details on what really happened between the three of them. After all, she is a prominent figure in Dimitri's journal, and she was there for all of it 8 years ago. Hopefully, she would be able to give me more information about Dimitri and what happened.
So, Detective, you here to speak to our stepmother today?
Yes, I am. We finally figured out who the journal belonged to.
Yes, Virginia told me. Frankly, I've forgotten all about Uncle Dimitri. He was never as popular as Father was publicly. He and Joseph got much closer after my mother Lucy died, and he sort of helped raise Virginia and I. But when we got back from boarding school, everything had changed, apparently.
I see. That's actually some good information.
Well, in that case, I'm glad I could help. Am I still a suspect?
No, not anymore. Hopefully we can put that behind us. I'm terribly sorry.
You're forgiven.
Thank you. Well, I'd best go find Eleanor now. Pleasure talking to you, Andrew.
Hello, who is it?
It's me, Cal, Mrs. Farwell.
Oh, Detective Easton. Please come in.
How are you, ma'am?
Oh, I'm as fine as I can be.
I'm glad you're doing better. I know seeing your husband like that was rough, but it really helped us in this case. In fact, that's why I'm here. We've discovered something more.
Like what exactly?
Do you happen to know Dimitri Farwell?
Oh, Lord. It's been a while since I've even heard that name. I do remember him. You know, I wonder what happened to him. Right after my wedding, he snuck off and hasn't come back since. Why do you ask?
Well, that journal Virginia found was his. The events that are described in there, they involve you, Joseph, and Dimitri. What happened between you three back in 1920?
I'm not sure if such matters are proper for me to talk about. It was very complicated. It was hard to truly understand everything, even at the time. Those Farwell boys, they were different.
I'm sure I can figure everything out based off of what I've read so far. Please, do tell.
Well, it was obvious that they were both interested in me, just based off of how they interacted with and around me. However, it was always difficult for me to choose which one I liked more. Dimitri was a quiet type. He loved to read, and we always had very intellectual conversations, and he was very charming. Joseph was more of an obvious flirt, and he was more outgoing. If I had stayed longer with them, I probably would have made my own choice. But after Joseph was handed the company, our fathers conversed and essentially arranged our wedding. Given that Joseph was interested in me and I him, we were compatible. I wasn't opposed. Dimitri was not himself after that. We hadn't known each other that long, and I had made no promises, so I'm not sure why he acted so hurt.
I'm following what you're saying. You were right. It was very complicated. But do you think that Dimitri had some sort of in with Joseph that could have led to his death?
Our family hasn't seen Dimitri in 8 years, Detective. I don't think it's very probable that he was involved in the murder, if that's what you're asking.
Well, I will continue to look into him, to see what we may find. If anything else pops up, I'll be sure to let you know, Mrs. Farwell.
Please, dear, call me Eleanor now. You've helped our family so much. I don't know how I can ever repay you.
For now, your well-being is enough payment for me. Thank you, Eleanor.
Of course, Detective.
Oh, hello, Claude. I didn't see you there.
Hello, Detective. Did you did you get some new information?
Yes, as a matter of fact, I did. The Farwells have a bigger family than I thought. I mean, who would have guessed Joseph had a brother named Dimitri?
Dimitri? I don't think I've ever heard that name before. Maybe it does sound familiar. Maybe someone at my work has that name, or maybe someone at the Farwell Steel that Virginia told me about since I got here a day before the murder. I don't know. I don't work for the Farwells. Anyways, I guess I'm glad there's a new lead. Virginia will be happy to hear that. Bye, detective.
Well, that was strange. Todd looked as if he had seen a ghost. He was shaking, sweating, like he had run a marathon. My talk with Eleanor did in fact go well. She added a very important perspective to the events detailed in the journal. And now I know more about the Farwells' family history. I truly do feel a part of the family now. The word is foreign to me. It seems as if I haven't been a part of a family in years. It'll take some getting used to, but hopefully the family and I can remain friends after the case is solved. I can only dream.